Morning, folks. Grandpa Adler Farms, how are you this morning? Oh, it's going to be a pretty sunrise, a little bit cloudy, but it's going to be pretty. Hope everybody's having a good day or a good morning, good afternoon, whenever you're watching this. I have a confession. I have a problem with one of the animals I got to talk about. And then Grandma and I are thinking about expanding our little farm somewhere down the road, probably towards the spring. I'm thinking about getting a couple of animals that I don't know if I've got adequate space or the correct area for them to thrive in. So we're going to talk about that. I really want these little critters, but I got to make sure that I can provide for them first. But what we're going to do first, we'll go feed all the animals, and then we'll talk about the future plans, okay, and what we have in store. We'll do that last, because you know me, if I start talking about it now, I can't focus. Oh, by the way, do you notice anything different about me? Put your hands out there. Feel that? Feel that? Look, folks, I got rid of the beard. No, that's not my confession. I got rid of the beard, the whiskers, you know. I didn't do it for anybody. I did it for me. I grew it because I wanted to know what it would look like, how much gray, how much dark. You know, I had a mustache for 30 plus years. I shaved it off because it turned all gray, and I thought it made me look older, because I am a very vain person, you see. So you know how I am about my hair and all that kind of stuff. So when this beard came in all gray, I thought, well, I don't know. And while I'm talking, we're going to go turn the water on here. Actually, I don't think the water's going to work. We're just going to let the chickens out first. How's that? So it had it. I'm going to trip. Look at it. Hang on. There we go. Got it. So we'll open the gate here. Anyway, I shaved the mustache off several years ago because it was so gray. And I thought, man, I'll never do that again because I know what it'll look like. So I did the beard thing. Whether it was because I retired. I don't know, maybe it's a midlife retirement crisis, even though I'm past midlife, definitely. Maybe it had something to do with just retirement, wanting to try something, you know. So I tried it. Some of you liked it, some of you didn't. That's fine. I was gonna let it grow out, but every time I let it get to a certain length, folks, it itched and scratched. I felt it. It made me claustrophobic. I just wanted to get it off, take it off. So I cut it way back, just kind of had that little shadowy look, you know. And man, I got to looking yesterday, because I always thought, you know, I knew it wasn't gonna, hi Smokey, I knew I wasn't gonna keep it forever. I got ready for bed last night, took my shower, came out and I went, all right, I'm done. And shaved her off. I appreciate all the, you know, some of you said, well, it made you look distinguished. Some of you said it made you look older. That had no bearing on whether I kept it or not. It was all about me. Grandma didn't care. I wanted it off, and I wanted to be clean shaven. I think it makes me look 30 years younger. What do you think? Yay? Nay? No? I don't think there's anything that can make me look 30 years younger. Anyway, beard is gone. Will it ever come back? Oh man, never say never, but I may get a 2 or 3 day growth just because I get lazy. I don't anticipate it coming back, folks. Let's start feeding animals, shall we? My goodness. We're going to get to my confession in a minute. Don't go anywhere. Hang in there with me. Goats are already down there, so we shouldn't have a problem feeding you. Huh? We shouldn't have a problem. And we'll set her right there. I'll take the goats away. All right, and then you eat. You know, I built one of these pallet things for them to get on. Then hi Mags, I scrounged around for 3 more, put another one here, so they love laying on these things. I didn't make like a big playground thing because honestly, my goats, as far as jumping and playing around, P-Dub is the only one that gets up here. They like just laying here, so I'm going to take today, I thought I about ran out of pallets, and I know Kyle and Shannon have some, but I also have, that's my firewood. I'm going to take that firewood under those tarps, take it over there around the house. Then I've got 3 good pallets underneath there. And I can probably come up with one more. I'll raise this one up one or not, but I'll put at least three right here, and then have their own little pallet system. Hi, girlfriend. You know, this water, is that thing, why is that freezing up? That's heated. All right, it's 32 degrees. You know, it's not horrible. Hi, smoke. Hi, honey. I'm not ignoring you, babe. I'm not. Listen, I'm gonna take the goats down there now, and you go ahead and eat, all right? And if you don't eat now, I'll pick it up. We'll try it later. Oh, that feels good. That feels good. That's a girl. She's been eating really good. Hi, Magneto. Now, Magneto hasn't yet, this morning, got in over there with the other girls yet. It's still really early. He will eventually. Actually, he's part of the problem. We're going to talk about that. This area here is looking good. Got a few more piles to burn. We had a big rain a couple days ago. Couldn't do anything. Got muddy and nasty and wet. Hi, buddy. Hi, Batman. Hi, big fella. How's my buddy doing? That's my good boy. That's my big boy. He's a good boy. Okay, let's get on down here. I'm getting to the confession. I'm getting there. Just hold your water. I don't confess very often, but I got to this morning. I got to get this off my chest because it's, oh, you know, keeping it real. I'm sure none of you, hi, Fox. Hey, P-Dub. I'm sure none of you have ever experienced what I did, but I did. All right, let's, oh, pigs first. Pigs. Pigs, pigs, pigs. Let's do the pigs. Boys, you hang tight. Hang tight. Go. Okay, I have another problem. This happened yesterday. I must have maybe the circuit breaker is off. See, I've got a heating element in there. This should never freeze no matter what the temperature. It was froze yesterday and froze this morning, so I went and unplugged the cords and plugged them back in. And apparently that did not reset anything. So I've got to go and look and see if the circuit breaker is tripped. Because not only is that one not working, I think that's why the dog dishes are frozen. Plus the pig waterer had a layer of ice on it, and that should not be. The only thing is, it must be the breaker must be tripped. I think that socket I've got them into has its own separate breaker. I don't know, I'm not an electrician, but there's something going on. I got to figure that out, doggone it. Hi, girls, good morning. Now, the water I put in here to clean with yesterday is frozen a little bit, not all the way through. Dump that out here. Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. I'm not going to get any of that frozen water. I'll feed them dry this morning. I don't like doing that. They'll be, you know, I usually put a little water in there, but the water's going to be freezing if I do. And I don't want them to eat that way, so we'll do it this way. Oh, kids, I love you. You love me. I love you too. Sing to me, girls. Are you singing? Huh? Yes, that's my trio. My squealing trio right there. Squealing trio. I know, I love you too. Oh, we got quiet. What happened? Girls, this is just a little dry today, okay? Don't choke. No choking. Watch out. No choking. Watch out. Here we go. Here we go. Up this way. Up, up. Hang on. Get him. You got a zig and zag. 1, woo. 2, woo. 3. No. No. Over there. Oh, thanks, Lola. I don't think Lola would care if I just sat here all day. You know what? Yeah. I just sit here with Miss Lola. Oh, it's a good girl. You say, Grandpa, you better be careful on that piggy dance. That's a little bit harder to do than the chicken dance. The wormy dance, chicken dance, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, those piggies might be a trip and fall situation, so gotta be careful. Gotta be careful, you know? All right. Uh-oh, there's one rotation already. Girls are looking good. Everybody looking healthy. I always come out here, you know, hang out with them, make sure nobody's sneezing, nothing, no dripping eyes, you know what I mean? Just looking for signs that they're not healthy. You know, I'm not a pig expert, so I haven't been around them a long time, so I just kind of observe if their behavior's different than it has been. You know, I mean, that's all I know to do. Their manure is good. Is there good manure? Chad talks about manure a lot. That sounds funny, doesn't it? Sorry, Chad, but I know what he's talking about. Yeah, you can tell a lot by an animal's manure. In fact, Kyle and I had a conversation in Shannon yesterday about manure. Yeah, it was interesting. So we learned a lot. You can learn a lot talking about manure. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's out there, it's everywhere. Okay. So, got a little piggies done. I know you're waiting on my confession. Just a minute. It's coming. You can't wait. You cannot wait for me to confess something. Smoked. Did you already eat that food? That was fast. You don't normally eat that fast. I told everybody how slow you eat. Oh, you better have eaten all that. Now, I got the goats are still up here, kiddo. Pretty girl, what do you smell anyway? I ain't been around, I ain't cheating on you. I wouldn't do that, you know? Grandpa don't cheat on you, honey. You looking pretty. All right, come on, we gotta feed some goats. Let's go feed goats, Smokey. Come on, we got to. Let's go feed goats. Now, oh, P-Dub, I wouldn't be taking big boy on like that. Now, oh, that sunrise, it's gonna be gorgeous. Okay, my free rangers, as you know, I have a little trouble feeding them separate from these goats because the goats have figured out, I mean, they got it down, man, how they can have their cake. Like I said, they got, hey, did I invite you in here? Huh? You are the most I don't care goat I've ever met. You don't care. I think you and Bruce, do you call Bruce at night or something, or what you doing? Are you texting back and forth with Bruce over at Adler Farms? Come on, buddy, let's get out of here. Come on, huh? What's your deal? Somebody said that Bruce and you were like related, some distant relatives. You're both so ornery. That's a possibility. Jump down there. You got to get off there. Come on, you got to get down. Get down. There we go. Yeah, Bruce and Batman may be related. For sure. All right, let's everybody get in your place. Get in your place. Get in your place. Don't knock it out of my hand. So, the chickens. Somebody said get a chicken feeder and put in there where the goat feed is, and they would climb in there and get it. Not a bad idea. Not a bad idea. But you see right now they're up there in the roost. Still. Smokey thinks she's a goat. She's trying to eat some goat food. Now see here, you may not be able to see them. It might be a little dark. Can you see? There is Sassy and Gray. You know, that's the thing. I can't always count on them to come down. So what I do is I'll put a little goat feed. They like some goat food. It hadn't hurt them. I ain't seen anybody growing horns yet or nothing. Here, girls. And I put it way back because, you know, Batman would come up here thinking, oh, you know what? I wonder if y'all better not be laying eggs up there. You know what? I'm going to have to get up there. I put that hay up there. They could be laying eggs up there. They could have a dozen little chicks up there. So I'll put that up there for them. They can go ahead and start on that. There you go. They'll eat that. So as far as the other chicken food, the smoke, let them finish eating, honey. I don't know, you know, it's not a bad idea. I do admit the other day in that video, oh, I was frustrated. Ooh, was I frustrated. Big time. And I let it show. Okay, so we will see about the chicken feeder. I got a couple little feeders. You know, sometimes it just, you know, here's the thing. You see it twice a week. Of course, I'm over here 7 days a week, twice a day. So that's 14 times you see it. I see it. I do it 14 times. If, you know, feeding wise, you see it twice. Well, out of 14 times, usually 10 times it goes pretty well. Just for some reason, everybody knows when they're on camera to act up. Because see what happens, He comes over here now. They've already learned. See, they think I throw it down. I can do it one time, and those goats pick up on it every time. Every time. Oh, I love them. I love goats. Now, let's give them their hay. I also brought up last video about eggs and the prices. And honest to goodness, prior to that video, I hadn't looked it up. You know, I just kind of went, oh, eggs are going up. Okay. I just figured it was like everything else. I didn't know a specific reason. A lot of you pointed out. And I think, and you know, some believe it, some don't. You know, there are conspiracy theories out there. I'm not even going to get into that. The general consensus is it had to do with the avian flu that swept across a lot of different places, wiped out a lot of birds. Farmers and you know, chicken farms had to literally destroy a lot of birds because if one gets it, they all got to go. It's a sad deal, but that's unfortunate, but that's how it goes, right, Fox? So I could get that. If there's a chicken shortage, I guess there's an egg shortage. Duh, 2 + 2. So I think that will remedy itself. Give everybody a chance to get some chickens grown. And there's Gray. She jumped down here. Gray, you're on your own, girlfriend. So I'm glad we got our own birds. Obviously, a lot of people out there grow their own birds, raise their own birds, have their own eggs. I have been getting, last 2 days in a row, 6. I was getting 1. Now it's up to 6. There again, the days are getting longer, a little more sunshine, and so we're going to produce more eggs. Now, confession time. I know none of this. I know this has never happened to any of you all. I had a bad day yesterday. That's my normal film day for Grandma to get the video out on Sundays. That would be Friday morning, at the latest, maybe Friday afternoon. Occasionally I'll do it Thursday afternoon if it's just feeding the animals. Pretty routine, right? So got up yesterday, put the microphones on, came outside. Oh, batteries are dead. That is what started the day out. Plus I had to go do something that I really didn't want to do, unrelated to the farm, in town, that I knew would take some time, and I dreaded that. That was on my mind. The microphones, I shot the video, I watched part of it back. I went, oh, that's horrible. I tried to make myself feel good by telling Grandma. I sent her a text. I said, hey, tonight I'm going to make chili, and we're going to build a fire. And I said, I'm looking forward to it. See ya. Because the whole day went just like that morning did. I experienced road rage yesterday from some dude that got on my rear end. And then he blew past me, honking his horn because he thought I was going too slow. I caught up with him at a 4-way stop. What does he do? He starts brake checking me. The car in front of him went, he didn't go. So I honked my horn, and I was upset. I lost it. So I started kind of rolling forward, and he's brake checking me, stop and start, and I thought, oh man, I unbuckled my seatbelt. I was getting out, and you and I both know the worst thing you can do when that happens is to get out. But the old man was hot. He took off. We kept going, and I'm praying about it. I said, Lord, I'm sorry. I was already asked forgiveness. I knew I'd lost my mind. And here I'm telling all the kids and everybody else, don't let them people go. And I didn't let them go. I stayed on them. I mean, I wasn't speeding. I wasn't trying to follow him. It was just traffic-wise and lights and so forth. You know, he got ahead of me, and I saw him turn off, and I had to go one way, and I had to go the other, and I let him go. But, you know, it took me a while to calm down, you know, and old Satan was hitting me hard right there, and I was allowing it, and that bothered me. That bothered me big time. So the whole day was just that way. Have you ever had days like that? I mean, you know, I know as you know, things are going to happen like that. And, you know, you have a choice as to how to handle things. And I didn't handle anything very well yet. I didn't handle anything very well. So I hope y'all understand. I just felt like, I don't know, I just wanted to, it all leads to me filming this morning. This is Saturday morning. I told Grandma, I watched it. I said, look, I can't do it. I can't put that video out. Didn't even do the wormy dance. I watched that back, and I told told Grandma, I said, you know, I can't do that. You know, I know there's kids out there that watch. I made a video about taking a stand and saying, hey, I'm gonna do the wormy dance. Y'all can fast forward, y'all cannot watch it. That's fine. The whole video to me was just, I told Grandma it's awful. I said, I'm sorry, I got to redo it tomorrow morning. So it's Saturday morning. The video comes out tomorrow afternoon. I usually don't wait that late because, you know, with Grandma working and everything, I try to give her a couple of days lead time to do the editing, and she does a fantastic job. You have no idea. Some of you recognize it. You do. There's a lot of comments. And I say, you know, you recognize it and say, hey, thank you, Grandma. And I tell her, you know, for doing the editing and all that, because that's hard to learn, you know, our age and so forth. That's a lot, and still working like that. So I thank you, Grandma. I love her for that dearly. Hopefully this will be worth watching, you know. But man, I lost it yesterday and the whole day, and you're thinking, man, wait a minute, God. Hold on, God, this ain't how it's supposed to go. God says, what are you talking about? He's telling me. I didn't tell you every day he's gonna, you know, be happy-go-lucky for Ralphie. I didn't tell you that. I told you that's why you need me. You need me. So I got it, God. I got it. I got it. But for those of you out there that are having some trouble, some hard times, you know, a lot of you physically, and there's a lot worse than that, and just your attitude. And listen, I want you to know something right now. Grandpa, sometimes you see 2 videos a week, but we all have our struggles. I have mine. I have mine. I am not this wonderful, happy-go-lucky, retired grandpa you see every day. And you know, that's another thing too. I thought when I retired, man, I thought work was all my problems. That's why I'd have bad days. I dreaded work. I didn't want to go to work. I wanted to stay here. You know, that really wasn't it. The devil's going to find some way to throw a monkey wrench in your plans, folks. He just is. So we all have to be vigilant every day. Hi, girls. How are you this morning, huh? How's everybody this morning? Grandpa is just, I've lost it, haven't I? Yeah. I may never have another friend on earth. You know what? I may have anybody ever watch these videos. Here, let's get you some scratch. Here's just some sunflower seed. I got some kale for him yesterday. So after I give him the wormies, I'll give him this kale. That'll be a little treat for him. You know, I try because we don't have we have no grass growing right now. Keep them in some greens every other day. I'll go to Walmart and buy. They've got like lettuce, and I'll buy lettuce, something green, you know, veggie wise, okay? So anyway, I know a lot of you out there have a lot of issues, health issues, friends, you know, people who are sick and afflicted and a lot worse. But I'm here to tell you right now, y'all ain't alone. You know, I have them too. We all have them. But, you know, God will see us through. We have each other. We love you guys. And we appreciate your prayers. Again, we pray for you too. So I had a bad day yesterday. Got everything resolved that I needed to. I just felt like I had to get that out there. All right. Things happen to everybody, and including us. You know, we're not any different than you. We're not any different. Things can happen. I can let things creep in and bother me that shouldn't. You know what I mean? That's what gets me. I let it bother me. You know, but that comes in learning how to be content in life, and not always just, you know, happy. Happiness is based on your circumstances, your present moment. We want joy. We want joy for the long haul. But as much joy as we're trying to have, Satan is he's trying to steal that joy. Okay, you got to remember that. And that's why you look and you say, God, I know what he's doing. Got to help me out, all right? And yesterday, I kind of forgot that. There were times I just forgot it. I'll flat be honest with you. That's my confession. Now, ladies, yesterday we didn't do the wormy dance, but today, by golly, we're going to do it. Because there are people out there who want to see it. I want to do it. I feel like doing it. I feel like dancing. It's in me. I got the music in me. You know what I'm saying? I got the music in me. I got the music in me. Here we go. You ready? Somebody dance with me. Dance with me. Dun 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 da 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 da. That was a simple one. There is one thing about the wormy dance that does concern me a little bit. If y'all notice, when I do the wormy dance, they all kind of scatter. It freaks them out a little bit. As much as I do it and as often as they see it, they're sitting there going, maybe we get tired of it too, Grandpa. I don't know. We'll see. For right now, we'll keep her. Let's keep her going. Got your wormies. Come here, girls. Hey, y'all come over here. Oh boy, girls. All right. What else? Oh yeah, I got a problem. If you got a problem, I can help. If you got a problem, I can help. I got 2 strong hands, I can help. I like to sing, folks, all right? And I like 70s and I like 60s, mostly 70s. And it's going to break out every now and then. I'm not a good singer, but I don't know all the words every time. But man, I like to do it. So if something hits my head, it's coming out. Oh, I like it when they eat out of my hands. Makes me feel like you love me. It does. Magneto. You know he's coming in now. Comes in pretty much every day, hops the fence, hangs out all day. The girls act like they're a little creeped out about it, you know. As again, I've told you before, I don't see him actually getting on them, okay? Sometimes I clean things up for our little viewers, all right? But you know what I'm saying, all right? Now, I noticed, where is she? This is Harrietta, our French cuckoo Moran, and on the back of her neck, now she is a good-looking bird. She's been through the molting process. She looks great. She's probably one of the biggest hens we got in here. I noticed on her back of her neck, she's got feathers missing. All right, the last time that happened to her, when we had old foghorn leghorn over yonder. Remember that? And a foghorn leghorn, and it was short stack, okay, which we've lost both those birds. But my point is, I wonder if he's doing that to her. It's not, here, hang on a second, she's right here. It's not, you might get a little glimpse. It's not horribly bad. And he doesn't, but again, I don't know if he's doing it or not. If he is doing it, I don't know what to do. I can't keep him from coming over. I can't lock them in. What do you do? Hope he stops? Maybe he'll burn out and stay over there with his girls. There was day before yesterday, he didn't come in at all. So I don't know what's up with that, but yesterday he did come in. So anyway, there's my confession and there's my problem. I don't know what to do about Magneto. He's the only rooster we got. I can't pin him up. I can't lock him out. I can't separate him from the girls. It's just darn near impossible. He's going to hop the fence. The dude can fly. Okay, what can I say? He can fly. He can fly right over that fence. That's why they got wings. Why these birds don't go the other way and get out, I have no idea. The girls, I don't know. They just don't. So I'm good with that. Since it's not super cold out here, girls, I believe it's going to warm up enough. Let's open this door today. Let's strap it open. Where's Nellie? Oh, she's over there. So are we good in here? I'm going to check for eggs real quick, but shouldn't be in here. If there's one here, I'll be, oh my word. I got 1 egg. Oh, that's a little blue egg. Who lays blue eggs? No, and I can't see. They're looking at me right now. I can't do that. Here's what's cool about that. I came out yesterday about 3:30. There were 6 eggs in there. This is the first overnight egg I've had in months, and I've gotten 6 eggs 2 days in a row. So that's pretty fantabulous. Thank you, girls. You're doing great. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Oh, I touched you. I touched 2 of you. Oh, I'll be glad when they're done molting. I tell you what, you ever see a bird molting, you think they're dying. Here, girls, let's get you some, what do we got? This is Baker Fresh Kale from Wally World. Yeah, see, they like to come out, and what they do is they go back there in that shelter thing I built for Nellie, and they hang out all day. Well, they're not in the sun, you know? I know, it's weird. Here, I'll put some over here. I'll put some down here. I don't need to give this all to you. Let's save some for this afternoon. This is like $3 a bag. It's a pound, and I can get 3 feedings off of this. And I do that because they don't get any grass right now. There's nowhere that I can go pull it. The pasture's totally brown. I can't get grass. So this is their greens right now. This feeder is working out. I can tell. See, there's little indentations. They're pecking at it. There's no, that's a little bit of poo-poo. You know, it's got that bar that goes across the top, and I removed that bar, and that's to keep them from getting in there and using the bathroom. I still got this here. There's no mice under there, okay. But someone said, hey, that's made for hanging, but I think I disagree. It has, can you see those little legs, little wire legs? It's got those two little wire legs on it, so it sits up a couple of inches off the ground. The only holes in there are for that bar. So this is, you could hang it. I'm not saying you couldn't, but I don't know what the point would be. You know, the bar is what keeps them from getting in there, and I removed the bar, and they're doing okay with it. Eventually I will remove this bowl completely, and they'll have that whole thing. I did that, by the way, to keep stuff like this off the ground so the mice won't get under it. However, what I'm gonna do, if you remember I had all those buckets down when we were down here at the old place, and I had them all sitting inside, and the wormy game actually began because I would lift those buckets and there'd be bugs under there, and they would eat the bugs, and that's kind of how the wormy game came about. Then the wormy dance. But I've got plywood and some 2x4s and some wood that I'm going to actually lay down here now to produce some bugs, okay? And then we'll go back to the wormy game. That was so much fun watching them chase bugs around. Before I tell you what Graham and I were thinking about doing in the future, I just wanted to acknowledge, I haven't got them hung yet, but someone sent us, 3 different people, sent us these signs. All right, this one, breeds of chicken. That way they knew I forgot what my chickens were. Now I can look at that and be reminded. So they're still in the wrappers. I'll take those out today and spray them so I can get them hung. I just wanted y'all to know, thank you very much for giving us those. Pretty cool, and I'll get them hung over there on the cage. You know what I'm saying? Cage, bird thing. All right, everybody, listen. Be very quiet. Be very quiet. Don't look. Look. You see what I see? Now look, that's a big deal. That's the gray one. The dark gray one, that's the original. See her sitting there? Now that is highly unusual that she would not have taken off by now. Now I already checked the food. I haven't gotten any cat food out yet, but I will. But that's the gray one right there, the gray tabby. I'm gonna walk this way, don't scare her. My goal is really not to be friends with them. I don't care whether they come over or not, but the little light gray one, in fact, I got a video of it. I'll put out a little short video. She was actually eating on the porch yesterday, and I got a video of it, and I was backing out of the garage, and she didn't even take off. So they're kind of getting comfortable. I guess that's okay, right? So, hey Smoke, I'm coming in. How'd you do on your food, girlfriend? So both the kitty cats are kind of getting a little familiar with us, and we'll see where that goes. I know some of you still want me to have them spayed or neutered. Spayed. Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Here, girls, I'm going to give you this egg. You can have this egg. Some old boy. Here we go. There we go. There we go. Go on, Gray. Get in there, Gray. Said that he gives his eggs, and he had a pretty big channel. He gives his egg, a lot of chickens. He said during the winter he will actually feed his eggs to the chickens, because he said it helps them through the winter, helps them maintain a high protein. So that is somebody else who actually advocates feeding chickens eggs. Just saying. Now Batman walked over there, but he just thinks I dropped food. He'll find out and walk away. He don't eat eggs. So anyway, that's you know, Chad's been doing that forever. Caught a little static over it. This little boy comes out and goes, hey, I give my chickens eggs. We got a lot of chickens during the winter, just during the winter. Okay, now this area out here, here's the deal. I want to get more animals. My main thing is whenever we get an animal here, it's going to have the proper food, shelter, and the area, or the area of the food, whatever comes first. I can get them food and I can get them shelter, but they got to have the proper area depending on the animal they are. Now we've got this area here for the goats. This is perfect for the goats. You know, and Smokey don't mind. Lots of area. Pigs got to get an area. They got plenty of pasture on their own. I would like to introduce, if it's possible, I love these little things, mini donkey. I know other channels have got them. I've watched videos on them. They need anywhere from a half an acre to an acre per animal. I get this all fenced off. That's going to be That's darn near close to 2 acres. I think I could support them area-wise. Food-wise, it would be hay and grain. They're not big grazers. They don't need a lot of grass. I mean, obviously during the winter, you know, I've watched the videos, they don't have a lot of grass. They'll graze and they'll eat grain. They like company. You can have one, put them with goats or sheep. They're excellent protectors. Now the little ones, not so, they have the attitude, they just don't have the physical size. Chads have the attitude and the physical size. He doesn't need a livestock guardian dog at his place. He's got those donkeys. They're fierce, but the little ones aren't that fierce. But I got it all fenced in. Would this be enough to sustain them? Would mini donkeys fit on Grandpa Adler Farms? And if I get one, is that enough? I would prefer 2 because they want to be, I think they want to be together. You know, that's what the consensus is. I could feed them. I could give them shelter. That's not a problem. But will it work on here? You know, I would not open that pasture up to them and let them in with the pigs, because that means I would have to let the pigs go free and roam about, and I'm not a big fan of that right now. Also, I heard, you know, will they get along with a livestock guardian dog? Having a donkey and a dog. Would a little donkey bother her? I don't know. That's another thing I'm thinking about. So all those things considered, what do you boys think? You want a little donkey in here? We could call him her or him Honky Donkey. Oh, wait, no. Oh, we could call him Honky Tonk Donkey. You know, how about that? Honky Tonk Donkey? Honky Tonk Donk. Maybe? I don't know. Your belly's rumbling, P-Dub. So, mini donkeys, what do you think? Now, Grandma wants some chickens. Chad can provide us the eggs. He's got the best incubator in the land. We could do eggs. I do want to get some more chickens. I kicked around ordering some from a hatchery. Or would it be better, maybe a little more fun? I've never incubated eggs. I'm afraid I'll kill everything, to be honest with you. I'm afraid if I incubate eggs, none of them do nothing. Then you'd have roosters and you'd have non-roosters. Chad said he'd take the roosters, so we got that. So we'll probably do the egg thing, okay? Probably gonna do that. I would also like, I haven't even researched this, can I have a turkey to keep Nellie company and introduce her in with the rest of the chickens? Is that possible? I don't know. Is it? I gotta look that up. So those are some options. I want to get more chickens. I like the mini donkeys. I'm not sure what else I'd put in here. I've got the physical room. I think that'd be enough for 2 of them to roam around here. This is their environment. You know, it's raw. Now, I think they could be fine. I think the goats would be fine with them, you know. So what are your thoughts? I really want them. I really do. I really do. You know, one would be plenty, but they say to get along, you know, so that one would be lonely, might get 2. So anyhow, that's a possibility, but that to be little mini donkeys. Okay. Smokey, hey, do you want a little donkey or 2? Would you take a little donkey or 2 under your wing? And teach them how to live on Grandpa Adler Farms? Would you do that? Huh? Do you think we could do that? Well, let's think about it. What do you think, Fox? What do you think? What you think, huh? Yeah. Uh-oh, there goes Smokey. There goes Smokey. She took off. What you want? You want some loving? You want some loving? Oh, she shouldn't. Come here, listen. Tell everybody bye. Wait a minute, here comes big boy. Come here, everybody. Hey, can everybody help me say goodbye to everybody? Come here. Help me say bye. Now that you're all here. Now that everybody's here. Okay. Come here. All right. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for putting up with me. Appreciate it very, very much. Smokey's done. Oh, God bless all of you. We love you all dearly. Thank you for hanging out with us. Thank you for coming along. Appreciate you all so, so much. You just don't know. You just don't know how much we appreciate all of you. Right, guys, girls? So, okay, everyone, say until next time. Goodbye, everybody. Everybody wave bye. They're waving. Can you tell?